Welcome everyone. In this video I will review the Cobra, which is a tier 9 British premium medium tank. It doesn't make credits, but it makes crew training experience 50%. So what I want to mention about this tank is that this lower plate, which is around 300mm effective armor. As you can see, that's how thick the armor is here, and we will check at the end of the video the armor of this tank, and here we have around 300mm and above. So I don't know why this tank is so strong, got a so strong lower plate like this. So let's go now and talk about the weak spots of this tank. Here in the upper plate left side we have the driver, which means if you pan through here you will most likely eliminate it. Let's go now to the left side of the tank. In the turret we have here the gunner here, and I assume we have here the ammo compartment, fuel tank storage and engine of the tank. At the rear side, engine and engine bay here. At the right side we have the commander in the cupola, same configuration, ammo compartment, fuel tank and engine. And I assume that we have also ammo compartment here in the lower plate, but this lower plate is impenetrable, so maybe from the side you can ammo the tank, do damage like any other British tank has. Super Conqueror, Chieftain and Centurion Action 10, they can be ammo from the front in the lower plate here. So let's go now and talk about this gun of this tank, which is a 120mm caliber gun with really interesting shell layout. We have here 360 alpha damage with heat ammunition. We have 465 with hash ammunition, high explosive squash head, and 515 SHE. The HE shell penetration is also amazing. As you can see, 110. The heat ammunition got 268 millimeters of penetration. The hash ammunition got 210 and the HE 120. So the ammunition type is really good. But yeah, and this tank is an autoloader tank, which means we have 4 shells in the magazine. And the intra-grip reload time is 2.3 sec. So yeah, and obviously to reload the whole magazine will take you around 57 sec, almost 1 minute to reload the whole magazine. So let's go now and calculate here what's the damage what you can do if you are shooting the heat ammunition. Let's see. 360 divided multiplied by 4, you can do 1440 alpha 40 damage with the whole clip magazine, and after that you have to reload for 57 sec. So this is the DPM of this tank. If you're willing to shoot the hash ammunition 465 multiplied by 4, you will do 1860 damage with one full magazine auto load, but obviously you will reload for 57 sec. And if you're shooting the HE, which I doubt that someone will do that, with 515 multiplied by 4, that's 2000 DPM for the same reload. So yeah, the DPM of this tank is lackluster, as you can see here. And we have this version of the tank which is 0.4, and we all know how bad is 0.4. Big Russian guns has this bad dispersion. Aim time is 3.84, which I will say the Russian artillery has this kind of the Object 261 has this kind of aim time 3.84. So the aim time is like an artillery aim time. So we all know that is really bad. The the gun depression of this tank is 10 degree, which is amazing, and obviously the 600 360 alpha damage can high roll up to 450, as we can see. This tank has 1600 hit points, actually really good HP. Armour we will check at the end of the video. The tank forward speed is 40 km per hour, backwards 25. So the second amazing thing about this, the backward speed is 25 km per hour, and the first amazing thing, this lower plate, which got around 300 millimeters of effective armor, which is amazing. We have here 600 horsepower. Actually our tank will reach this 40 kilometers per hour because the weight is only 30 to 33 ton, so it's not a heavyweight tank. Obviously the let's see, the view range of this tank is 370. This is really bad for a medium tank. Even the, for example, the Defender Tier 8 heavy tank has 350 meters of view range, and this is a medium tank Tier 9 with only 370. So this is a bad view range for a medium tank. Obviously, concealment, uh, let's say good good value, good starting value. We can't configure this tank because this is not in the game already. So that's why we can't do any configuration. As you can see, the signal range of this tank is 570 meters, which I would say is good, but not as good as having 600 or 700 meters of signal range. So yeah, bad things around here. So let's go now and check the armor of this tank. So as you can see, the lower plate of this tank is plus 300, 320. I don't understand why this tank has so good armor in the lower plate. Upper plate around 205. In the turret, it's uh, it's it's not that bad. Around 250 here in lower plate, 60, and max value 275 here. So it's not that bad actually. And let's go now in 10 degree of gun depression like this and go in hold down position. So in this case, the tank has still around 275, 280, here 260. Let's go to visual here. So the tank with heat ammunition, as you can see, the it's penetrable, and if someone is loading even higher penetration values, they will just pan you into it in hold down position like this. So it's around 270, 80 max value here. It's weaker obviously, but you will try not to expose this. So let's switch back to live, and yeah, let's go down to the side of the tank here, around 80, 81 at the back of the turret here 100, and obviously the side of the tank is 30 millimeter, which means you can't side scrape in any way or form. There is no chance to side scrape with 30 millimeters of a side protection, so forget about this. At the rear, 32, 50, 60 here, 36. Other side, same configuration, 30. So as you can see, there's no way to side scrape with 30 millimeters of even let's say even tier 7 tank with AP can pen this, so no side scraping in this tank, only hold down position like this. But in this case, with heat ammunition, tier 9 and 10 tanks can pen you, which because your effective armor is only 280 at max value here. So yes, and let's talk about the ammunition here. We got heat ammunition with 720, 793 meters per sec shell velocity speed. This is really slow shell velocity. The enemy can even dodge this if he's in a Leopard 1 or something like that, because that's how slow is this. The hash ammunition has 1065 meters per sec shell velocity speed. Actually, it's fast for this type of ammunition, and obviously it's good with 210 millimeters of penetration. And the HE, standard HE shells we got here, same slow as the heat ammunition with 120 millimeters of penetration. So yeah, the conclusion: this tank has really bad DPM. No matter what kind of ammunition you are shooting, you can shoot with this heat ammunition or hash ammunition 1800 with HE around 2000, but this is still just lackluster DPM, really bad dispersion 0.4, aim time 3.84, or some the Object 261 artillery has this with uh, gun laying drive, so this is like an artillery gun. So yeah, really bad. Obviously we have the negative gun depression, this is good, but other than that they can pan you still in hold down position. So 10 degree or not, they will just pan you tier 9 and 10 tanks with gold ammunition here and here. So yes, the reload is really bad. 25, 57, almost 1 minute of reloading speed, and obviously this tank can carry only 28 ammunition. So yes, low ammunition capacity here, and the speed for a medium tank 40 kilometers per hour is bad, the view range is bad, and the concealment we can check it, but I assume that doesn't have any good concealment. As you can see, the tank is tall. So yeah, a lackluster tank, but this is what we got here. So thank you guys for watching, like and subscribe.